The Syrian envoy to the United Nations has blamed the world body for increasing the Syrian people's pain. Bashar al-Jafari said the UN resolutions are politicized and unfair and make the Syrians suffer more. He also slammed the UN's approach towards terrorists, saying the world body's decisions give the green light to terrorists to go ahead with their crimes. He made the comments during a speech before the UN on human rights. Jafari also added that turning a blind eye to militants' atrocities would help spread terrorism. Our New York correspondent Kayla Maupin says the UN Security Council statements mostly blame the crisis on the Syrian government.
And in the UN Security Council, every statement that was made on the Syrian crisis was worded in a way that it was either ambiguous or it somehow put blame upon the Syrian government. Even though this fighting came purely from the insurgency, was a prolonged insurgency that did not have popular support in Syria among the population, while it may have had a small base of support at one time, the overwhelming majority of the Syrian population does not support these insurgents, and most of these insurgents are foreign fighters. In spite of that, the UN Security Council increasingly, in most of the meetings, especially statements by a UN ambassador representing the United States, Samantha Power, the statements attempted to blame the crisis on the Syrian government. So I think, he's pointing out, which is really the undisputed reality, that the role of foreign Western powers in fomenting this conflict is real, and the UN Security Council was a place in which that took place. The Western media, along with the words that came out of representatives of Western states, whether it be the United States, Britain, France, the rhetoric that they used, they tried to create the impression that the insurgent terrorists were freedom fighters, or they were heroes, or something like that. And with that kind of rhetoric, that does embolden terrorists. If you call them heroes, if you give the impression that people support them, especially powerful states like the U.S., Britain, France, etc., that emboldens terrorism. That supports terrorism.